morning, Gilderland, and welcome to the GHS Reporter. Today is Friday, February 2nd, and I'm Shashank Shamshabad. Today is Groundhog Day, and you know what that means. Good morning, Gilderland, and welcome to the GHS Reporter. Today is Friday, February 2nd, and I'm Shashank Shamshabad. Each year, high school students gather to participate in the Brain Bee, a kind of competition centered and around understanding the nervous system, but as Senior Sayeed Khan tells us, it's not as intimidating as it sounds, and there are benefits for just attending it.
So the Brain Bee is basically an event, a neuroscience event, sponsored by Albany Medical College. So every year they sort of do this event in sort of like a response to growing knowledge of neurology. So what they do is basically they host a competition of high schoolers, and they give you a book, and they say it's like, oh, since neurology is like vast, so like oceans worth of knowledge, we're just going to condense it down to this one book. So there's no need to sort of worry. It's like, oh, I didn't cover this topic. Is this topic going to be on there? It's only going to be on the book. It's a free book. So they have a link, and you can sort of download it as a PDF and print it at your home. And you can also tell an instructor, your teacher, or anybody like that to sort of order a book, and they'll send you a book for free of charge. The format of the sort of competition is that you go in, and there are 20 questions that you have to answer in the written part. And once you are designated as a top 10 after taking those 20 questions, you'll be brought down to like basically a podium. So in like basically you have a lecture hall, and they'll bring you down, and they'll ask you a question one by one, and it's going to be like an elimination style. So you'll have 3 lives. If you miss one question, there goes one of your lives. It's like after that, it's like it's going to work your way through. Last one standing wins. The first place of this local regional competition is that you are going to be guaranteed an internship with a postdoc fellow at Albany Med, and also you'll be moving on to the national stage. The National Brain Bee will be held at University of Maryland, and from there you can go on to the international stage. The competition is February 24th, and the deadline to registering is February 17th. Of course, so like when you walk in there, you're going to meet with a lot of professors. And professors, these aren't like sort of stereotypical professors who like just mingle within themselves. They go out and they talk with the students. It's like, what are they doing? What are their intentions? And most of the people who are going into this in this sort of competition, they have some sort of STEM major in their mind. So let's happen to say that one student has some interest in neurology. Then they'll strike up a conversation, and at the end of the day, the student can definitely go up to that person and say, that professor, and say, well, we've connected very well. Is there any chance that I can sort of get an internship with you or any of your colleagues? And of course they'll say yes. They'll say yes, or they'll say, all my spots are filled, but I have another colleague of mine that is very interested in taking high school students and teaching them the way to do it.
If you've wondered about that paper bag in your homeroom, here's Mrs. McManus to introduce some officers from NHS who will explain.
Happy Friday, GHS. I am here with 2 wonderful students from National Honor Society to talk to you about a program that's coming to your school and your homeroom. We need your help. The one thing that I love about you all is that you're always willing to give. So here's an opportunity to do that again.
Right, thank you, Ms. McManus. So I'm Angelo Spardella. I'm the president of NHS.
I'm Victor Foster. I'm the publicist of NHS.
So this year, one of the things we're doing is a book drive to sponsor a program called Grassroots Givers. It's a nonprofit, and they're dedicated to the betterment of inner city youth. So from now until Thursday, February 15th, there are going to be bags in homerooms. So you might have already seen them. Just bring your books in. We're looking for up to a middle school reading level.
Right. And the homeroom that collects the most books will win a free breakfast sponsored by National Honor Society. And we don't really want you guys to focus on, who wins and stuff. It's more so about just the betterment of society and our nation as a whole, and being very honorable.
Mr. Bott doesn't want you to go into the weekend without thinking about the way you think. Here he is to explain EMC.
Hi, I'm Mr. Bott, one of the librarians here at GHS, and the guy who sends just as many emails as McManus. Well, maybe not that many. Are you a curious independent learner? Would you like to explore a topic that might not be taught in your high school classes? Maybe you're a writer, budding scientist, or an artist, or someone who just likes to ask questions. Do you have 30 tabs open at any given moment on your computer? If so, Our class, Exploring with Mindful Creativity and Curiosity, or E equals MC squared, may be for you. In EMC, we allow you the freedom to choose what you'd like to learn and even create your own site and assignments. In EMC, we stress progress, not grades, and you earn an elective credit in the process. So next time you're perusing that course catalog, consider E equals MC squared as an option for next year. We'll be holding an information session on Monday, February 12th at 2:30 in the library. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or stop by the library. And be sure to check out our website at bit.ly/EMC2Guilderland.
All new and returning athletes interested in playing football for the 2018 season should attend an interest meeting next Thursday, the 8th at 2:30 in the new cafeteria. Congratulations to the following art students whose work was recognized at the Scholastic Art Awards, which covers the entire Northeast. Heyman Huang and Stacy Prigorodova each won silver keys. Julia Liu and Helen Yang won gold keys and advanced to the national awards. And out of 254 entries, 10 GHS students had their pieces selected for the Art in 3 Dimensions exhibit next week. Brian Marner, Dylan Gizzy, Sydney Iapos, Zachary Aaron, Dominic Malin, Marie Van Gelder, Nathan Sau, Irene Montanini, Samantha Varner, and Tanner Mikowski. Congratulations to all. That's all for the GHS Reporter today. Remember to find today's announcements online and on Twitter at GHS Announcement. I'm Shashank Shamshabad. Today is an A day. Have a good day.